Respected friends, how tough it is every day to tune from the outer world to the inner world of spirituality. And you are successfully doing it every day. Almost it has become a healthy, good, covetable habit. Leave it not. As much it is important and difficult and necessary to turn ourselves to the spirituality, so much it is important to sustain it. It's all in the willpower, it's all in our conscious efforts. Welcome you all. Like every day, let us do our 7 sadhanas of Vedic chanting, mantra dhyanam, common sense thought, Guru, Devata, Shanti Mantrocharana, Sankalpa. Every day, let us do for the Sanatana Dharma, for the Vishwa, Adhyatmika Pragati. We are also included in that. Our Upanishad mantra Parayanam, studying the Upanishad with Bhashyam. The Shwethashwathara Upanishad, just two more mantras, 22nd mantra of the 6th chapter, will tell us who is not the Adhikari for this Brahmavidya. Therefore, referring to the earlier shloka, he should become an Adhikari to seek Brahmavidya. So, to the teacher be aware that if he is not Adhikari, make him Adhikari and give Vidya, else the effort of both becomes waste, should not become waste. The Adhikari Nirnaya Avashyakata is to see that the efforts don't go waste. That topic comes in the 22nd mantra and the Upanishadic Jnana is given completely. Ho gaya. In the next one, last 23, the one who is totally devoted with para bhakti to the Devata and to the Guru. To him only all these Upanishadic mantras will reveal their meaning, in which goal and means are indicated, will inspire him to follow the means and will inspire him to reach to the goal. That's how this mantra or this Upanishad concludes. So within 2, 3, 4 days, maybe maximum, we'll be finishing this Upanishad, starting our Chandogya. In the Vedic mantra today, first one, all these activities we know we are doing, we need Parabrahma Ishvara Jagannatha, Devata Gana, Guru Gana, Shastra Gana Krupa, now, tomorrow, and forever, till we reach the goal. So, to invoke it, consequence of it is we are knowingly, consciously, with our efforts, with the grace of the Lord, blossoming in our Vyaktitva. All boils down to how much we have blossomed in our individuality, in our Vyaktitva Vikasa. On that only depends our Adhyatmika Pragati, our Seva contribution to the world. For these two things only, we are here. As a Jiva, we have to realize self. As an Upadhis, we have to serve the world. All else is mere just misunderstanding. मैयरु मोर तोरतई माया गो गोचर जहाँ लगी मनि जाए सो सब माया एक दुष्ट अतिशय दुख रूपा माया. Good. So the Atharva is the Rishi, Mitradi Devatas, Vishwe Devatas, Mano Devata, Ityad. Here we are invoking the presence of the Devatas to be with us, to bless us. 6 mantras. Here it is said, may the Lord Mitra come to us, protecting us. Let the Lord, who is blessing us with the Kiranas every day, the rays, Lord Surya, give us the Dirgha Ayu. Then the Lord Varuna, Lord Vayu, Lord Agni, make this entire Prithvi, where we stay, especially our own Rajya, kingdom, country, make it convenient for all the praja to live comfortably and do their outer and inner dharmas. So too the Vidhata, Brahmadeva, Aryamadeva, Surya Savita Deva receive all the oblations or upasanas or whatever the puja I am offering. May Indra also, may Lord Twashta also, facing me, listen to all my these appealings and prayers. So to Mother Aditi also, I am doing, invoking her. All of them may bless me to stay comfortably among my friends, relatives, well wishers, in whatever the position I am there. You know, whether I am a king or whether I am a professional, whatever, may I be with all my people very lovingly comfortable. Means I am not left alone, and also I am not without anybody's help. People are helping me, I am helping them. We are living together as one family. That is the meaning of may I be amongst all of them. So to Soma Devata, Savita Devata, Aditya Devata. You know, I am humbly saluting them, requesting them to bless me and the Yajamana who is doing Yajna now. Okay, with all the best things, let the Agni Deva to whom the oblations are offered become Deeptiman, fully, what do you say, fulfilled or happy with our oblations. Then he being the Devata of the speech, the Agni Deva, give me such a speech that among all the beings who have to be around me, who in whose midst I have to be there, stay together and both of us with good Vani talk to each other and live a very healthy, good life of mutual development eternally, wherever I am. So each of the above said devatas also heads of each of the departments which are required for our life. Varuna, the head department of the tongue, Rasnaya Varuna, as well as the waters. Surya, the eyes and the life he gives. So each devata while praying, we are becoming conscious that it is because of them only we are alive. May they continue empowering us. These are the cares we take to avoid the inadvertences from our side, mistakes from our side. Thereafter, we only suffer. We suffer our mistakes. We enjoy our good doings. That's it. Same way, then let all the women folk in the form of mothers or wife or sisters, daughters, let all of them be taken care. Let them be protected. Let them be tuned mutually to each other. If it is wife and husband, tuned to each other. Mother and daughter, brother and sister, all of them have such a wonderful heart of mutual understanding, help, and then always be in that great state of maturity of giving happiness to each other, you know, giving that respect to each other, giving that love to each other, and everyhow make the life fulfilled. That when we look back, not even one incident of regrets, guilts, or disappointments or miseries because of any mistake done by anyone. That sort of prayer it is. Six mantras. Let us do it. Om Atha Devatanam Anugrahartham Atharvana Vedantargata Sukta Parayanam ॐ आयातु मित्रऋतुभिः कल्पमानः ॐ आयातु मित्रऋतुभिः कल्पमानः संवेशयन् पृथिवीमुश्रियाभिः संवेशयन् पृथिवीम् उश्रियाभिः अथास्मभ्यं वरुणो वायुरग्निर् अथास्मभ्यं वरुणो वायुरग्निर् बृहद् राष्ट्रं संवेश्य दधातु बृहद् राष्ट्रं संवेश्य दधातु See, this is how for the Rashtra Abhivruddhi Prarthana. Whoever this way consciously does, too, they only in future blessed by the infinite divine power that becomes some leaders of the nation. Whoever do the prayer for the sake of spiritual growth, they become spiritual masters. Whoever are working or praying for the financial growth of the country world, they will be given abilities and appointed there. This is how the Srishti works. Knowing this, decide for yourself in what way you want to grow and contribute. Do that Sankalpa Prarthana. ॐ आयातु मित्रऋतुभिः कल्पमानः संवेशयन् पृथिवीमुश्रियाभिः अथास्मभ्यं वरुणो वायुरग्निर्बृहद्राष्ट्रं संवेश्य दधातु ॐ आयातु मित्रऋतुभिः कल्पमानः संवेशयन् पृथिवीमुश्रियाभिः अथास्मभ्यं वरुणो वायुरग्निर्बृहद्राष्ट्रं संवेश्य दधातु सेकंड धाता रातिः सवितेदं जुषन्ताम् धाता रातिः सवितेदं जुषन्ताम् इन्द्रस्त्वष्टा प्रतिहर्यन्तु मे वचः इन्द्रस्त्वष्टा प्रतिहर्यन्तु मे वचः हुवे देवीम् अदितिं शूरपुत्राम् हुवे देवीम् अदितिं शूरपुत्राम् स जातानां मध्यमेष्ठा यथा सानि स जातानां मध्यमेष्ठा यथा सानि धाता रातिः सवितेदं दुषन्ताम् इन्द्रस्त्वष्टा प्रतिहर्यन्तु मे वचः हुवे देवीम् अदितिं शूरपुत्रां स जातानां मध्यमेष्ठा यथा सानि धाता रातिः सवितेदं जुषन्ताम् इन्द्रस्त्वष्टा प्रतिहर्यन्तु मे वचः हुवे देवीम् अदितिं शूरपुत्रां स जातानां मध्यमेष्ठा यथा सानि थर्ड हुवे सोमं सवितारं हुवे सोमं सवितारं विश्वान् आदित्याम् अहमुत्तरत्वे विश्वानादित्याम् अहमुत्तरत्वे अयमग्निर्दीतायत दीर्घमेव दीर्घमेव अयमग्निर्दीदायत् दीर्घमेव स जातैरिद्धो प्रतिब्रुवद्भिः स जातैरिद्धो प्रतिब्रुवद्भिः हुवे सोमं सवितारं नमोभिर्विश्वानादित्याम् अहमुत्तरत्वे अयमग्निर्दीदायद्दीर्घमेव स जातैरिद्धो प्रतिब्रुवद्भिः हुवे सोमं सवितारं नमोभिर्विश्वानादित्याम् अहमुत्तरत्वे अयमग्निर्दीदायद्दीर्घमेव स जातैरिद्धो प्रतिब्रुवद्भिः फोर्थ मंत्र इहेदसातन परोगमाधे इहेदसातन परोगमाधेः योगोपाः पुष्टवतिर्व आजत योगोपाः पुष्टपतिर्व आजतो अस्मै कामायोपकामिनीर् अस्मै कामायोपकामिनीर् विश्वे वो देवा उपसंयन्तो विश्वे वो देवा उपसंयन्तो इहेदसातन परोगमाधेर् योगोपाः पुष्टपतिर्व आजत अस्मै कामायोपकामिनीर् विश्वे वो देवा उपसंयन्तो इहेदसातन परोगमाधेर् योगोपाः पुष्टपतिर्व आजत अस्मै कामायोपकामिनीर् विश्वे वो देवा उपसंयन्तो फिफ्थ संवो मनांसि संव्रता संवो मनांसि संव्रता समाकूतिर्नमामसि समाकूतिर्नमामसि अमीये विप्रतास्तनतान् अमीये विप्रतास्तनतान् वह संसय वह संसमयामसि वह संसमयामसि संवो मनांसि संभृता समाकूतिर्नमामसे अमीये विप्रतास्तनतान् वह नमयामसि संवो मनांसि संव्रता समाकूतिर्नमामसि अमीये विप्रतास्तनतान् वहसं नमयामसि सिक्स्थ अहं गृह्णामि मनसा मनांसि अहं गृह्णामि मनसा मनांसि मम चित्तमनुचित्तेभिरेत मम चित्तमनुचित्तेभिरेत मम वशेषु हृदयानि वः कृणोमि मम वशेषु हृदयानि वः कृणोमि मम यातमनुवर्त्मान एत मम यातमनुवर्त्मान एत अहं गृह्णामि मनसा मनांसि मम चित्तमनुचित्तेभिरेतः मम वशेषु हृदयानि वः कृणोमि मम यातमनुवर्त्मान एतम् अहं गृह्णामि मनसा मनांसि मम चित्तमनुचित्तेभिरेत मम वशेषु हृदयानि वः कृणोमि मम यातमनुवर्त्मान एत ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. They're all beautiful with intellectual clarity. The sankalpas, the prayatnas, and the prarthanas. With these things, those days they used to live a matured life of fullness, fulfillment. They had no intellectual vagueness or mental confusions or any outer or inner misguidance. They were all different beings of altogether. Our Aryans, our earlier rishis. We can take them as example. We can get inspired from them. They have given us guidance through all these shastras. Two times. Om Ayatu Mitra Rutubih Kalpamanah Samveshayan Prithivim Usriyabhi Athasmabhyam Varuno Vayuragnir Bruhad Rashtam Samveshya Dadhatu Dhata Savitedam Jushantam इन्द्रस्त्वष्टा प्रतिहर्यन्तु मे वचः हुवे देवीम् अदितिं शूरपुत्रां सजातानां मध्यमेष्टा यथा सानीं हुवे सोमं सवितारन्नमोभिर्विश्वानादित्याम् अहमुत्तरत्वे अयमग्निर्दीदायद्दीर्घमेव सजातैरिद्धो प्रतिब्रुवद्भिः इहेदसातनपरोगमाधेर्योगोपाः पुष्टपतिर्व आजत् अस्मै कामायोपकामिनीर्विश्वे वो देवा उपसंयन्तो संवो मनांसि संव्रता समाकूतेर्नमामसि अमीये विप्रतास्तनतान् वहसं नमयामसे अहं गृह्णामि मनसा मनांसि मम चित्तमनुचित्तेभिरेत मम वशेषु हृदयानि वः कृणोमि मम यातम् अनुवर्त्मान एत ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Once more. ॐ आयातु मित्रऋतिभिः कल्पमानः संवेशयन् पृथिवीमुश्रियाभिः अथास्मभ्यं वरुणो वायुरग्निर्बृहद् राष्ट्रं संवेश्य ददातु धाता रातिः सवितेदञ्जुषन्ताम् इन्द्रस्त्वष्ट्रा प्रतिहर्यन्तु मे वचः हुवे देवीम् अदितिं शूरपुत्रां सजातानां मध्यमेष्टा यथा सानीं हुवे सोमं सवितारं नमोभिर्विश्वानादित्याम् अहमुत्तरत्वे अयमग्निर्दीदायत् दीर्घमेव सजातैरिद्धो प्रतिब्रुवद्भिः इहेदसातनपरोगमाधेर्योगोपाः पुष्टपतिर्व आजत् अस्मै कामायोपकामिनीर्विश्वे वो देवा उपसंयन्तु संवो मनांसि संव्रता समाहूतिर्नमामसि अमीये विप्रतास्तनतान् वहसं समयामसि नमयामसि अहं गृह्णामि मनसा मनांसि मम चित्तमनुचित्तेभिरेत मम वशेषु हृदयानि वः कृणोमि मम यातमनुवर्त्मान एत ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. That's great that in this Vedic chanting mood every day we are for some time, and hope those who are regular are feeling that blessedness, that which we have never even dreamt also about this daily Veda mantra charana, or even listening those who are not able to chant, that this is becoming true when we add our Shraddha, that yes, through these mantras, the Devata Shakti is invoked for our betterment. And with that Shraddha, with attentiveness, devotional emotion, when we do it, that's a very beautiful investmental sadhana, a very good investment in the present for the beautiful future that tomorrow all these Devatas Kripa empower our faculties, which is so very essential, that we discover that which is fulfilling and we work towards it. And they are all not a mere superficial time pass efforts or sentimental emotional things. No, we are doing this Vedic chanting with the clear purpose to invoke the divine Shakti. Yes, in this Kali Yuga of so much of extrovertedness and mechanical means the life of machinery, these Adhyatmika things appear to be irrelevant only for the less thinkers. For the high thinker, right thinkers, how much ever the science and technology grow, it is finally the infinite Paramatma in so many forms has to bless or empower for a human being to live happy life. A wise person knows, therefore he knows the relevance of these eternally. Else they would have gone into oblivion. No, if they are available till now means they are useful, they are functional, they are true. So good that you are participating. Congratulations. Wish and pray Devata fulfill every purposes. May they fulfill all those our purposes. Today, in our second topic of mantra dhyanam, we do the Gayatri mantra today of the Kamana Deva, the Manmatha Deva. He is the expression of the divinity only. So we pray to him. We are very clear. O Kamadeva, our Kamana is only two to you. You are the fulfiller of Kamanas. One, don't hit us with the Kamana for the worldliness. You know, it is said, Kamadeva with his arrow of, the five flowers, he hits us, our heart, then we become slave to him, the Cupid, whatever you call. So we tell him, Bhai, we have gone through, we have seen it. It is you and the Lord in this form, your form or every form, blessing us to move towards the higher. So no more hit us, enchant us, trouble us with any of the worldly desire. Use your bana, if change that uparwala and hit us with the adhyatmika kamana. We can ask him, no, give us the intense, deep spiritual desire with which day in and day out, invoking all our abilities, we work to reach to it. You are hitting us today, then we are getting the desires of the world to fulfill which day in and day out we are worried, tensed, anxious, struggling, hard work. Some of them we are getting, many we are not getting. Whichever we are getting, they too are cheating us and going away. Other than misery, what are we getting? Nothing. So if you can listen to our prayers, if they can functional, if you have that kind heart, hope you have, that hit not us with that arrow, which does the prerana of the Jagatika Kamana, worldly Kamana. Hit us with the arrow in which the Adhyatmika Kamana is strengthened. We'll ask that much. Okay. The mantra is Om Kamadevaya Vidmahe Pushpa Banaya Dhimahi Tanno Manmathaha Prachodayat. Kamadevaya Pushpa Banaya Manmatha. And Vidmahe is, it is Paramatma only in that form. Isn't it? So Kamayata Bhausyam Prajayaya iti. With his own Maya, Bhagavan only did the kamana of this creation of the world. So therefore, for the continuation of the creation of the world, the Lord has instilled kamana in all. Just that kamana goes away from us, every type of, from all beings, the world becomes standstill, stagnant, non-functional. Because सब काम करते हैं कामना के कारण ही. The kamanas are different. कोई अर्थ का कामना, कोई कामना का कामना, कोई धर्म का कामना. Some are doing the moksha kami. So, vidmahe, we know you, O Lord. You are Paramatma Swarupa. And when we pray, you definitely fulfill our desires. And we don't have worldly desires. Dhimahi, such Kamana Deva also we can pray. Kamana is a word. Because of it being misused by us, many a times it taken as negative only. And that is right too. But again, the positive things also a positive Kamana only. Desha Seva, Kamana. लोक सेवा कामना धर्म सेवा कामना स्वधर्म निर्वहण कामना परमात्मा प्राप्ति कामना. These are also kamanas. They are all positive. These are all vidya maya. The other ones are the avidya maya. Ramayana we are studying in the evening na. He karache jaga gunamasa jaake prabhu perita nahi nija bala taake eka dushta atishay dukha ropa javasa jiva para bhavakopa. So, Dhimahi, may we worship him, may we meditate on him. In fact, if Kamadeva is properly meditated, he can fulfill our both desires of removal of all the desires and the fulfillment of spiritual desire. पकड़ लो उनको कुछ दिन के लिए. Oh Kamadeva, desire for the Adhyatmikata give me. So too, in that Prachodayat, this is what we ask. It's the lack of desire, therefore lack of inspiration, that such precious human life, we waste in laziness. We waste in inadvertence, indolence. Most of our human energy is just wasted in the laziness. Whatever bacha kucha, that is gone in the outer worldly kamana. Otherwise, to the capacities that are given to us, sky is not the limit for the possibilities, isn't it? Everyone is potentially divine. That divinity potential, when it is manifested, everything can be achieved. In this world, anybody who have achieved greatest thing, like some jiva achieved the Brahmadeva sthiti, some achieved Agni, Vayu, Varuna sthiti. They're all jivas evolved. Or in this Bhumandala, somebody achieved monetarily this much, or politically this much, highest level. That everyone can achieve. The capacity, potentialities are there. But dormant, latent. What's that which can manifest them? That desire, isn't it? To manifest them and achieve the things. So that way, Kamadeva is very essential in our life for the positive work. Moksha Kami we can become. We must become. So, Om Kamadevaya Vidmahe Pushpabanaya Dhimahi Tanno Manmatha Prachodayat. Let us revel in chanting and invoking His grace for the 27 times. ॐ कामदेवाय विद्महे पुष्पबाणाय धीमहि तन्नो मन्मथः प्रचोदयात्. 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 ॐ कामदेवाय विद्महे पुष्पबाणाय धीमहि तन्नो मन्मथः प्रचोदयात्.
ॐ कामदेवाय विद्महे पुष्पबाणाय धीमहि तन्नो मन्मथः प्रचोदयात्। 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 ॐ श्री कामदेव परमात्मने नमः। ध्यायामि आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि समस्तशक्त्योपचार भक्त्योपचार राजोपचार देवोपचारान् समर्पयामि छत्रचामरादीन् समर्पयामि स्तोत्रभजनकीर्तननामस्मरणादिना तोषयामि प्रपन्नोऽस्मि तव चरणौ। ॐ श्रीकामदेवाय नमः। समस्तदुष्कामननिर्मूलनं कुरु शिष्टकामनान् फलितमपि प्रयच्छ आत्मानुभवकामना साधना अनुभूतिं प्रयच्छ आध्यात्मिकमार्गे प्रचोदनं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा। समस्तशत्रुनिर्मूलनमपि कुरु मम सनातनधर्मस्य भारतदेशस्यापि। ॐ श्रीकामदेवाय नमः। 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 ॐ श्रीकामनादेवाय नमः।
Good, you have participated like every day, and this silsila will go on. You have to use your discretion among these learning mantras which you feel are required necessary. And invoke them from this Kamana Purti Devata. Friends, having done our two daily sadhanas of Veda Mantra, Mantra Dhyana, in our third topic of common sense thought, simple but three or four things. First and foremost, among those three or four things is slowly withdraw or reduce the attention given to the outer world and pay attention to oneself, your own self. That is called actually Adhyatmikata, where I attend to myself. Second, three things in the second point. For my own self, having focused attention on myself, what are the possibilities? What are the abilities? What are the debilities? I must know. As an individual, what are the possibilities that I can achieve? The higher than the highest goals. Recognize the possibilities. Don't put a time limit that ek din mein, do din mein. But as a human being, to what level I can grow, to what level I can evolve,
What is the thing highest that I can achieve? Just consciously focus on that. Underline the word consciously. Quotes also. In quotes. Consciously become aware of the highest possibilities. For that matter, as we saw 5-10 minutes back, because the divinity is there potentially in us, everything is possible. Okay? So just think possibility kya hai. We miss that beautiful thing. Ki, what are the things that are achievable by me? To be achieved by me, possible to me. Going beyond even this body, further lives में भी लेकर के है ना क्या कौन सा डेस्टिनेशन तक पहुंच सकते थिंक फॉर योर सेल्फ वी हैव हर्ड उपनिषद sufficiently shastras sufficiently we have heard so many mahatmas we read the books also we have sufficient data nothing need be told from this side possibilities then immediately what are the abilities we have let us recognize isn't it? All those abilities, let us now open up or bring out to achieve that possibilities which we have thought of. Focus on that one consciously all the time. Naturally, third one, which are the weaknesses, which are the negativities, which are not allowing me है ना, to recognize the possibilities, to recognize the abilities, to rightly use the abilities. And those negativities which are making misuse my own abilities. What are those negativities? We have to recognize them consciously again. What else is our consciousness and awareness given to us for, if not for this? I am given the ability to be aware, isn't it? So let me be aware of the things which are so very essential. So focus on myself, focus on my possibilities, focus on my abilities, focus on my own weaknesses. And what to do with those negativities or weaknesses or things which remove my shakti or ability power उन सबको धीरे धीरे हटाओ घटाओ है ना they can be wrong convictions they can be wrong thoughts they can be wrong decisions wrong words uttered habitually living some wrong things whatever let us focus on ourselves have we started actually focusing on ourselves still we are only looking into the world outside we have to look on into ourselves you know to tell it more clearly for your understanding sake stop focusing on the world at all become self oriented focus on yourself you are an individual you have your own abilities capacities you have your own possibilities so invoke those abilities capacities to achieve the possibilities and what about the negativities why should they be there why should I encourage them and how long and why the delay in recognizing identifying those negativities है ना quickly identify and eliminate them see that in indian parallels especially in the states like uttar pradesh for such long time the negativities were identified and encouraged gundagardi and all more and more karte ja and in bengal from last 16 years but in up some new leadership has come what they have done identified and eliminated the negative. Isn't it what did India do during Sindoor operation? Identified all the terrorist hideouts or places. They have done the strike. Isn't it? Surgical strike. We went on delaying it. We were never even recognizing. We were waiting till they come and attack our parliament. Isn't it? Nowadays, though, how much of intelligence working in protecting our borders, that they are avoiding them much before they come to enter our country. See, yesterday you saw the two, three people who were trying to enter into our country from this northeast place. Our soldiers, brave brother soldiers, they finished them only. Kalka news, vaguely I remember. Yeah, find their hideouts and go and attack and shoot them. It is required, you know. Else क्या है ना, वो इतने बढ़ जाएंगे कि they only will attack and consume you. You know, every time in the period of history, external and a person's evolution internal, it is that negligence and carelessness that we allow the negativities to become stronger and then we succumb to their attack. Recognize and eliminate them, neutralize them as it is called in army language, है ना? करना पड़ता है वो, inside and outside also, in the form of human beings, organizations, groups, who in their ignorance and arrogance do those activities because of which the beautiful flow of life of totality is disrupted. They have to be eliminated. They have to be, like, especially the youth, youngsters, out of their arrogance as well as the misguidance by the pampering mabab. How many natanki they do? Especially some religion who the parent themselves encourage them, gunda bano, attack करो, है ना? पुलिसों को केयर मत करना, किसी को केयर नहीं करना. You see at night 11, 12 o'clock in places where I stay, hundreds of the youngsters in bikes in a rough and tough manner driving the vehicles and troubling others and shouting, not following the traffic rules. How horrible it is. In every city it must be happening. That notorious people. Why should they be like that? That they don't know they are like that. Therefore, the ones who know that they should not be like that, they should see to it that they are not like that. Tell the parents this is not the way. Call them and tell why this is not the way. You don't misuse your youth energy in this destructive manner. And those who don't listen, put them behind the bar. उसका हर एक चीज रद्द कर दो, साइलेंस, लाइसेंस, एवरीथिंग. If you don't do that, then there's no end. They grow. Seeing them, the other children also grow. That's how in our country, that 10, 15, 20 years back, everywhere a group of gundas, a group of notorious people, criminals, social harm causing elements, ऐसे होते थे. छोटे बच्चों का गैंग, यूथ का गैंग. अरे काय को जरूरत है उसका? Isn't it? It's not required. A dignified country should have all its population dignified and matured and it positively, divinely contributing. If cannot contribute, you keep quiet. You cannot harm a country. You cannot harm the prakriti. You cannot harm the totality. You cannot trouble. You have no right. That's wrong. That's all. Utilize them. दो चार को लगा दो, बाकी को अकल आ जाता. That has to be done. Is an example given just to say that within us also identify and neutralize the negativities, identify and empower the positivities, identify the possibilities, work towards the possibilities. So, four things we have seen. First, focus on yourself consciously. Two, focus on the highest possibility. Three, focus on all the abilities, positivities we have, make use of them for this. Four, focus on the non positivities to be eliminated within us. Fifth one is very important. What is it? Reduce dependency on others. How long you depend on others and wait with begging bowl in the hands? What is not in you, isn't it? Stop depending on others. Some cases it is required. Common sense use karna whenever I say this. When I say don't depend on others, doesn't mean that When you have bimari, don't go to the doctor. No, ऐसा नहीं करना. You common sense use करो. The inner mental slavery that somebody will come tomorrow or today or someday and do something for me, that dependency we are talking. That's slavery. Why should anybody come? If anybody had to come, they would have come by now. If they have not come by now, tomorrow also they will not come. Why should you are human being, you are intelligent, you are conscious, you have all abilities. So reduce the dependency on the people around. Okay. So to reduce more and more, what is it called as the comparison trips with others. Each one is unique in his own way. Each one is contributing to the total in his own way and evolving in his own way, like the parts of my body. Every part of the body is unique in itself. How can there be comparison between each of them? And all of them put together contributing to the total body. What generally we do is we compare with others. Because of that comparison also, we feel weak so many times. क्यों इतने महान है होंगे, he has done his sadhana. If possible, if required, take inspiration. But no need to compare. You are unique in your own goal and your own path. Fully focus only on that. Isn't it like I am there? There are so many Swamis Mahatmas in the country. अब उनको देखकर मैं कंपेयर करूं तो मेरा तो इंस्पिरेशन जाएगा ही. They are big, big giants, great people. It's not one day's achievement to them. From millions, hundreds of lives, they are working on it. I have to know that, no? Get inspiration, seeing their hard work, their planning, their discipline, etc., etc. But focus on myself. There's no logic in comparing at all, in any field for that matter. Political field, no comparison. You are given this position, and how to justify to that position, you do it. Illogical is that comparing. So don't depend on others. No need to compare with others. And third one, no need to feel jealous also. Terrible negative quality in India and only in Hindus. The self-destructive is we are jealous of others' growth. Isn't it? We are jealous of others' growth. Very worst of the quality. And we should enjoy the development and growth of others. And here in a competitive spirit, you try to excel those people in your performance. Again, in contributing to the world. Like, in the country of India with 140 crores of population, so many things are required. That's why thousands of companies are producing so many things. No, let each of them compete in terms of quality, in terms of quickness of production and supply chain. They are doing nowadays. Because of that only we, the consumers, are getting the things on time, getting the quality things too. Of course, we have to afford. Isn't it? So beautiful it is. That's how it should be. It's not a jealousy, but it's a healthy competition. You know, in terms of contributing more, bringing more qualitative things. And you can with audacity say my product is more qualitative. According to its quality, I have put my price. Those who deserve come and take. It's a very healthy thing. Without doing anything from our side, feeling jealousy and trying to destroy others is such a negative thing. Such fellows will go to Naraka so many times. So, no jealousy, no comparison, no need to beg, depend on others. You do your own. And again, when I say no need to depend, as we told you, there are required. I cannot go and do farming for my own rice. I have to depend on kisan. मैं अपना क्या कहते हैं रुई उगा के मैं अपना कपड़ा नहीं बना सकता. I have to depend. That is different discussion. Here we are talking about a mental slavery. Our always looking outside that somebody will come and do something. This is wrong. It is in my hands I have to do. The help to me has to come from the God, from the Prakriti, from the Guru, from the Shastras. They are already there. Use them. Other than that, be a hero by yourself. Achieve and show to others, guide to others. Best example is of Hanumanji. Alone he will go, finish the whole work and come back. That is such a mission, Lord Hanuman's Sri Lanka Yatra is eternal inspiration. And in that, hundreds of things can be told. He is selfless. He worked for the divine. He worked for the welfare of the good. He was all alone in his mission. He was so intelligent. He invoked the divine grace. इतने सारे चीजें हनुमान जी के चरित्र से सीख सकते हैं. So these are the few things for the day as a common sense thought. Focus on myself. Recognize the possibilities. Recognize the abilities. Use the abilities for the possibilities. Recognize the obstacles of negativities, shoot them away. While doing all of that, don't be looking at others and feel jealous, nor look at others with the comparison and competition unhealthy. If required, positive competition and inspiration. More than all that, reduce the beggary. You know, live life in such a manner that the help comes by itself. Required help. Help is not the right word. Assistance you can call. Assistance will come to you when you work single pointedly from your side. Isn't it? You can see in our today's country very clear example, you know, with lot of exceptions, no doubt. The Indian government single pointedly working. Therefore, the places where they thought this party to be as an enemy, there also they are voting and succeeding, giving success. Yesterday I saw here the Prime Minister in our place is 10 kilometers from here. What an amount of people coming, and it is an achievement not by focusing on the external things. It is one's own zest and zeal of working for the country, continuously, constantly entertained and practiced. Therefore, cooperation is coming. And while the cooperation is coming, success is increasing. When the success increases, one has to become more careful and more humble, giving credit to all. Then only more help will come, more success will come. In that efforts, finally, within a great secret will happen that finally I am not there. The divine only functioning through me and through everybody around, and it is playing its leela of this world for its successful continuation or joy to everyone. ये होता है थोड़ा मैच्योर होने के बाद, whether it is in the case of a great politician or industrialist, businessman or a spiritual saint giant. उनको पता होता है कि करते करते एक दिन रियलाइज होता है, वेयर एम आई, it is divine only functioning through me. At that peak level, the I totally gets dissolved. When I work for the total, at that time only my I is getting dissolved. To the extent the I is getting dissolved, the divine functions through me in the beautification of the world. When it goes on growing, one day it is realized I am just equal to anybody else with the same hands and legs and head and all that. But how come the work is happening through me? It is divine. He has chosen me. Anybody can choose. आज अगर हम यहाँ उपनिषद कह रहे हैं तो और कल और कोई भी कहेंगे, आप भी कहेंगे. Anybody can do. So that's the humbleness finally. So this is how these are the crucial thoughts to make our life more stabilized in the right way. Help oneself. Main thought: focus on yourself. Be a hero of your own life. Be a creator and constructor of your life. Enough of one, neglecting yourself, two, like a beggar and slave, depending on things being around beyond requirement. That's all the proof and justification of our laziness, our irresponsibility, our non-understanding, our carelessness. वही लोग दूसरों के ऊपर डिपेंड होते हैं, है ना? That's what I same example of Hanumanji we gave. Puja Gurudev also all alone he used to go to the whole world and do the work. Vivekananda ji all alone he went. और प्राइम मिनिस्टर कहीं भी अकेले जाके पूरा कॉन्कर करके आते. Why not we? What is lacking in us other than the willpower and the required maturity? Just focus, all will happen. Think, I have to, isn't it? The rest will follow. Be alert. Om 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 Sahana Bhavatu. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo. Om Yairime Guruvihi Purvam. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam. Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam. Shruti Smriti Purananam. Om भवता जनता सुहिता भविता. ओम ब्रह्मानंदम परम सुखदम परम ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व अध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न शाश्वत समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदम निराधारम पारायणमथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः 21-22. ओम अजात इत्येवं कश्चित् भीरुः प्रपद्यते रुद्रते रुद्रयत्ते दक्षिणं मुखं तेन मां पाहि नित्यं मानस्तोके तनये मान आयुषि मानो गोषु मानो अश्वेषु रीरिषः वीरान्मानो रुद्रभामितो वधीः हविष्मन्तः सदमितु त्वा हवामहे. Fourth chapter is done. Fifth chapter chanting will start tomorrow. Now we have thoroughly mastered the studying of the 21st mantra. Enjoyed the study. And it is so essential, the contents of that mantra. That's why the Lord and Guru made us study it so exhaustively, giving time. तपःप्रभावात् देवप्रसादात् च ब्रह्मः श्वेताश्वतरः अथ विद्वान् अत्याश्रमेभ्यः परमं पवित्रं प्रोवाच सम्यक् ऋषि संघजुष्टम्. In life, with so much of theoretical knowledge and the practical tips to reach the theoretically made goals, one of the very essential thing is an example. कि जो भी गोल है, जो भी मार्ग में जाकर गोल को पहुंचना है, is there anybody reached? When the examples are there, then we get inspired more than the theory. So here stands the example, the great sage Shwethashwathara Rishi. Shruti Mata is praising here the Shwethashwathara Rishi indirectly and giving us directly him as an example to be inspired. That he did tapasya, he did Deva Prasada, God Deva Prasada. He realized Brahman only with the use of both of them. He didn't stop there. He gave that Brahmavidya to the Atyashramins. Proof, this is the text. ये पूरा उन्हीं के नाम से है उपनिषद. Why otherwise it is named on his name, ऋषि name? है ना, श्वेताश्वतर जी के नाम पे क्यों आया? Because to him it is revealed and he passed it on to. So it's a proof to us, it's an example to us. That should help us to say, that yes, I can also achieve like he has achieved. Four things only: Tapa Prabhava, Deva Prasada, Brahmanubhuti, teaching that Brahma Vidya to the deserving. Atyashrami. What a powerful, important, every day to be chanted shloka for inspiration. Brahma Shwetashwatara Vidwan Then Atyashramibhya Paramam Pavitram Purovacha. Samyak Purovacha. Rushi Sangha Jushtam. Samyak Jushtam. Every word is respected and discussed by us. Now, when the Atyashrami is said to be the Adhikari, the other thing also you must know that who is not Adhikari, so that he should become Adhikari. Or the one should realize these are the mistakes because of which he is not an Adhikari or all his attempts are failures. क्यों मैं फेल हो रहा हूँ? क्योंकि मेरे अंदर अत्याश्रमी वाला अधिकार नहीं है. नॉट ओनली दैट, but that which definitely makes me fail, all those negative also I am carrying. This 22nd shloka talks about who is not qualified for Brahma Vidya. Doesn't mean that he should give up. It means he should become qualified. है ना? Complain not anything external. It is internally because of these negativities you are non-qualified. So become qualified. Then you get the Brahma Vidya. Okay. Now let us see the Sambandha Bhashya which we started yesterday. कि अधिकारी के अनधिकारी के प्रति विद्या उपदेश का निषेध. The one who is not an adhikari, for him the upadesha of the vidya is nishiddha. It is prohibited. Giving of Brahma Vidya is prohibited to the non-qualified. Because of these things only, for a great period of time, our rishis have kept this Brahma Vidya hidden. You know, and those days the population was less. When they were hiding their Brahma Vidya, others knew, Arya is hiding because I am not qualified. When I become qualified, he is nothing to hide, he just openly gives everything that Rishi. That play used to happen because the population is less. Here, don't give the Brahma Vidya, meaning the Guru used to say, Arey, you are not qualified, I don't give, go and get qualification, I'll give. And come logotatil easily. Nowadays, you such a huge population, you cannot know who is qualified or not. Therefore, a little developed or latest version has come. What is it? Give it to all. Whoever is deserving, he uses it. Others, they miss it. Because each one I cannot identify. Like we do this Upanishad class. Or jinko deserving hai, they come and listen. No, work is done. Those who don't deserve for whatever reasons, they themselves won't come. Therefore, those are not adhikari, they are not here. Those are adhikari, they are here. This is the latest version because you cannot segregate in this huge population who is qualified or not. There is another positive vision also. Give, knowing the glory of this Vidya. Somebody may recognize that he is not qualified. He may get inspired to become qualified, isn't it? So that positive optimism को लेकर from the Vyasa Adi, they have freely given this Vidya. Even Adi Shankara Adi, Puja Gurudev, they gave Vidya to all. They didn't worry from their side about qualified or not the other. They left that to the fellow who himself is coming to listen. One, basically not qualified, he'll never come on. And those who come but not getting benefited, that also proves that they are not qualified. They may be 80 out of 100, but the 20 qualified are there, no? They are blessed. They know they are qualified, they receive it, they know it, that it's a grace of Lord, that when I am qualified, I am given it. And they cherish it. Like to how many crores Gurudev might have given the Brahma Vidya through Gita Upanishads. Whoever were deserving, they took it. How many thousands are seated in various Himalayan mountains or pilgrim places and doing tapasya? Qualified people receiving the message or guidance from him. And many lakhs who have heard, isn't it? उनके अंदर seeds are sown. In their time they get mature. Some might have not tuned at all. वो तो होता है फिर. सुनकर भी. And many have even neglected, rejected all. In the time of Lord Rama and Krishna, not that everybody went and had darshan. लोग है आए होंगे राम भगवान, मैं अपने पत्नी के साथ लड़ने में बिजी हूँ. दैट इज हाउ द ह्यूमन जीव. जीव ऐसा है तो भगवान क्या करें? Isn't it? That all always happens. So here अनधिकारी के लिए ब्रह्म विद्या का निषिद्ध, ब्रह्म विद्या उपदेश का निषेध. Right? Clearly understood? It is nishiddha to the Guru himself not to teach. है ना? But there are again various other places to the quotations that you give and see. If they are deserving, they may use it. If not, chalo, okay, an attempt is wasted. You have nothing to achieve anyway. You have achieved it. So you have put your effort. That gives you a maturity. That's how no effort is wasted, because even failure also not a waste. From that also we learn why we fail. So next time we don't repeat it. That's why we always say attempt is success. Success is not success. So nowadays we attempt it, whether we are deserving or not. Hmm. And Gurudev's level of guidance is little higher. Forget about the listener. Even the speakers are not qualified to speak. ब्रह्म विद्या बोलने के लिए खुद ब्रह्म अनुभव में होना चाहिए. He said, "You speak not to them, to yourself." Swanta Sukhaya. Don't see that don't think that you are teaching others. You teach to yourself. And when you repeatedly tell this 100, 10,000 times, 10,000th time at least, you will realize here what you are talking first. You have to practice. That way, as regards sadhana is concerned, we are much much lagging behind than you, the shrotas. आपको एक दो बार सुनते ही इंस्पिरेशन आ रहा है, यू आर डूइंग साधना. हमको 10,000 बार बोलने के बाद भी अभी पूरा इंस्पिरेशन नहीं आया. सो यू आर मच एडवांस्ड. कंग्रेचुलेशन. So in this way we have to know at different periods of time how to interpret the things. So अनधिकारी के प्रति विद्या उपदेश का निषेध. It can be literally taken, it can be edited with the positive intentions in the mind. श्रुति माता को यू आर नॉट एडिटिंग. अनधिकारी को नहीं देना मीन्स पक्का. वेन यू नो इज नॉट अधिकारी, डोंट गिव. बट इन योर टेंटेटिव यू कैन ट्राई. है ना? And as we said yesterday, that thought is more helpful. Don't give to this anadhikari means the student के लिए बता रहे हैं यार तेरे को मिलेगा नहीं because you are not अधिकारी. So become अधिकारी. This is more powerful guidance to the listeners. Become adhikari and go. It becomes easy for you and the teacher also, that he is willingly, joyfully tells. Now, having title is given, having the title studied, what is the Sambandha Bhashya? Let us see. Ki Yathokta Shishya Parikshana Purvakam Vidya Vaktavya. Yathokta Shishya Parikshana Purvakam Vidya Vaktavya. Vidya means this Brahma Vidya. Vaktavya is to be given by the Guru naturally. When Parikshya, whom Shishyam, how Yathokta. What is Yathokta? Is he Atyashrami or not? Has he got the sadhana chatushte sampada full or not? As a result of it, is he having the pushkala vairagya or not? Therefore, is he ready for any tests, any trainings without any excuses? And he has nothing other than Brahma Vidya to seek. So these are all the Yathokta Lakshanas. So Yathokta Shishya Parikshana Purvakam Vidya Vaktavya. This is first point, which is already covered in the earlier sloka. Pariksha karke, if the disciple is really Atyashrami, Vidya Vaktavya should be told. First point in the Sambandha Bhashya. The Sambandha Bhashya tells what are the points that are covered in the 22nd mantra. This is called Avatarika also. So Yathokta Shishya Parikshana Purvakam Vidya Vaktavya. Having properly tested the audience listener, if he is qualified, you must give him the Vidya. Point 1. Second, Tad Vihaya Taduktau Dosham. Tad Vihaya. Without properly doing pariksha of the Shishya, when that Jnanam is given, what is the dosha in that? What is the shortcoming in us? What is the loss in that? This point also covered in this sloka 22. So, yatokta shishya pariksha purvakam vidya vaktavya. Then tad vihaya taduktav. Tad vihaya means giving up that pariksha without doing pariksha, without testing his qualification and getting confirmed. Tad uktav. Tad means Brahma Vidya. Uktav, when it is spoken. Doshaha. Dosham. What is the dosha? What is the problem, shortcoming? Second point. Third, Vidyayaha Vaidikatvam. This Brahma Vidya is the Vaidika. Vaidikatvam means the Brahma Vidya comes to us from the Veda Parampara, Veda and Upanishads. Third point is Vidyayaha Vaidikatvam. Fourth, Vidyayaha Guptatvam. The secrecy of this knowledge. Secrecy as well as protection of it. Fourth point. Fifth one, Tat Sampradaya Paramparaya Pratipadi Tattvam. The Pratipadana, the establishing of this Brahma Vidya through Guru Sikshya Parampara. Aha, these are the five things covered. One is Yatokta Shishya Parikshana Purvakam Vidya Vaktavya. Two, Tadvihaya Taduktau Dosham. Three, Vidyayaha Vaidikatvam. Four, Vidyayaha Guptatvam. Five, Sampradaya Paramparaya Pratipaditatvam. In a Sampradaya Parampara, this jnana has to be given. In the testing, as much if one is not qualified, one should not teach. So much if one is found to be qualified, you must teach. In Mundaka Upanishad, that comes. When such deserving disciple comes, it's a duty imposed on the Guru by the Shruti Mata that he must give him Brahma Vidya by which he gets moksha. तस्मै स विद्वान् उपसन्नाय सम्यक प्रशान्तचित्ताय शमान्विताय. Then येन अक्षरम पुरुषम वेद सत्यम प्रोवाच सम्यक. है ना? Whatever that thing by which the reality is realized, provacha tattvam brahma vidyam. The Brahma Vidya has to be given to that disciple. In the Mundaka Upanishad, to the Guru it's an order. So Shruti Mata gives order to the Guru also. तस्मै स विद्वान् उपसन्नाय सम्यक प्रशांत चित्ताय शमान्विताय. Then that vidya by which Brahma Tattva is gained, he must give. Yena aksharam purusham veda satyam. Here also word comes provach. Here also the word provacha. And a samyak rishi sangha jushtam. These are the five things discussed. Now the mantra chanting, let us do. Chant, repeat, and twice together. Vedante paramam guhyam, Vedante paramam guhyam, Pura kalpe prachoditam, Pura kalpe prachoditam, Na aprashantaya dhatavyam, Na aprashantaya dhatavyam, Na aputraya ashishyaya va punaha, Na aputraya ashishyaya va punaha. Together. Om Vedante Paramam Guhyam Purakalpe Prachodhitam Na Prashantaya Datavyam Na Putraya Shishyaya Va Punaha Vedante Paramam Guhyam Purakalpe Prachodhitam Na Prashantaya Datavyam Na Putraya Shishyaya Va Punaha. Today, 2 minutes, we'll see only the literal meaning. Vedante. In the Vedanta, Veda and Vedanta Upanishads, is this Paramaguhyam, the supreme secret Brahma Vidya. Pura Kalpe means in the Kalpa, in the beginning itself. Prachoditam, it is. See, Prachodayat word every day we chant. It is being given and encouraged. Vedante Paramam Guhyam Pura Kalpe Prachoditam. In the beginning of the creation itself, though the creation is there with all the temptations, attractions to bind the jiva, at that very beginning of the creation, first the moksha jnana only is given. Then only the binding world, tempting world put in front of us. So Pura Kalpe means in the beginning of creation, Paramam Guhyam, the supreme secret of Brahmavidya, Prachoditam, said, established. Through what Vedante? Through the Veda Upanishad. So the Paramam Guhyam, one thought today, see, remaining tomorrow, supreme secret. And like in this world, प्रकृति ने इतना सीक्रेट्स अपने अंदर छुपा के रखा. And anybody called as scientist, deeply inquiring to him, to some extent or more, it is getting revealed. In the same way, those who are caught up in the busy schedule of the life, they miss it. Those who are little serious and sincere about the higher, they'll be able to recognize this Paramagohya. Another meaning is what? See, you have studied Valmiki Ramayana, Tulsi Ramayana. Don't you see that while the story is going on, suddenly in between through some or the other Rishi, Bhakta Samvada or Bhagavan Bhakta Samvada, sublime knowledge is given. And the fellows who are busy in knowing only the Katha, enjoying Katha, they skip that portion and go away. But the matured ones know that the Katha is the means, these thoughts are important. They focus on that. Like the prasanga of Rama Gita in Sri Ramacharita. It is only hardly not only two doha with 8 or 10 chaupai. Compared to the 5,000 doha chaupai सब मिलाकर जितने भी हैं 3,500 4,000, these two dohas and 8 or 6 chaupai are so small in quantity. But as regard the magnanimity of the content is concerned, is it not the essence of all shastras? Is it not the sufficient thing every jiva sadhaka should know for moksha? You know what is vidya? Jnana, kaho jnana, kaho viraga, kaho maya, then kaho subhagati karo जयदाया ईश्वर जीवा भेद प्रभु. ये पांच जान लो तो सब कुछ हो जाता है. बट दैट इज पुट एज इफ ए प्रसंग. एंड दोज आर कथा ओरिएंटेड, वो कथा में आगे बढ़ते हैं, ये मिस करते. Such topics, hundreds, how many they came in Bhagavatam when we studied? Isn't it? In every of this skanda, there was the Moksha Vidya, Brahma Vidya was given. Katha was also going on. But those who are Katha interested ones, they missed this. And those who are interested in this, matured, they caught it. They underlined it. They are at the higher level of transcending, looking only at the Katha, catching the Jnana. Isn't it? So here also Paramam Guhya means in the Vedas, Mantra, Brahmana, Aranyaka, portion going on, going on. Suddenly in between some Upanishad is given. Some of them are like Mandukya, only 12 mantras. Ishavasya, only 18 mantras. Kena Upanishad, only 30 or 34 mantras. Little bit. Aitharvana Upanishad. So that's the meaning of Paramam Guhyam. But in Paramam Guhyam means it is told along with the whole story, but only a subtly intellected person catches it. Not everybody. That makes it Paramam Guhyam. Otherwise, it is not hidden that it is not told at all. It is told. Like Brahma Tattva. Every day we are talking, but still we have not realized. That's why it's called Paramam Guhyam. Guhyata is not because of the subject is not revealed, it is because we are not ready to receive it. So Vedante Paramam Guhyam Pura Kalpe Prachodita. Okay, now second line mein, don't give this. Na aputraya, na aprashantaya. The one who has not become prashanta. Na datavyam, don't give him. Na aprashantaya datavyam. The one who is not prashanta, fully gathered his mind, intellect, freed from the inner vasanas and cravings, freed from the outer temptations, etc. If somebody is not like that, don't give because you will not retain it. वो प्रशांत नहीं है. ये उसको दुनिया का उद्धार करना है या दुनिया का क्या कहते हैं ना कमेंड करके रूल करना है या दुनिया को पाना है या दुनिया को भोगना है या दुनिया को सताना है. In these five things that fellow is so busy and अप्रशांत, दिस ब्रह्म विद्या यू लाफ एट यू ओनली. ये मेरे को क्या दे रहे हो, नहीं चाहिए. तुम भी अपना ब्रह्म विद्या छोड़ और मेरे साथ आओ, झाड़ू पोछा करते. This Prashantaya is what is highly pregnant. He, a person with hundreds of lives lived, consciously matured, that the world is nothing but empty, it's only Mithya and Maya. If at all something is there, and if at all completeness is there, it's only is Brahman, and that Brahman is taught in Upanishads. Let me go only for it. I have no business of anything else. Such intellect is called Prashant, like you maintain every day 1 hour, forgetting all other things. And that is known to me or any speaker. जानते हैं कि श्रोताओं के श्रद्धा को. If a day Shrota is a speaker is speaking continuously, dynamically with so many thoughts, half of the credit is of the audience that they are prashant. So to if a day if the speaker is not able to, half of the again reason is the audience that वो दिन उनके मन में प्रशांतता नहीं है, isn't it? More than wanting to learn through listening, they only want to complete the formality of attending the class. That day the speaker won't give the best because the audience is not prashant. Therefore, na aprashantaya datavyam, then na aputraya ashishyaya va. Then one who is not your own son or who is not your own disciple, usko bhi mat dena. Because putra or disciple is expected to have surrender, obedience to listen. An unknown person, he will not value you. Again, like if I go into the public, who knows me? I'm like anybody with hands and legs. They don't even care me. Naturally, why should they? So if I tell them Brahmavidya, तुम कौन होते हो बोलते. But if somebody known to me, respect me, love me, know me, when they know me, अच्छा स्वामी जी गीता उपनिषद पढ़ाते हैं. So when I teach, you listen that way. Thank you. We'll see the Bhashyartha tomorrow. Om 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 Purnamadaha Srutimatre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you for patient listening, friends. Some more time give for Gita.